Hello, hello, hello. Namaste, my witchlings. All right. Raven. All right. I'm putting on a pair of earrings. Thank you, Raven. Raven sent me a cute little hippo sticker. Is adorable. All right. I'm still working on acquiring transportation. We may just do an online thing and hang out. Rawr, there we go. All right. We have earrings. We have heart-shaped glasses going over there. Oh, oof. Oh, John, I am so sorry. You and the man behind the curtain need to commiserate. He has both. Yeah, we don't know how big the gallstones are. We just know that they're like looking like marbles. Hello, Echo. Hello, John. Oh, hello, Raven and Raven. And Silent King is here. Hello. Yes, they are from Zenny with an eyes. Kidney stones are the absolute worst. Yes, hello, Andrea. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I am losing my ever-loving mind. Where did my bloody frackin' notebook go? Ow, ow, that's my hair. Oh, well. Do-do-do-dum-bum-bum. Oi. Munchkins. Ah, there it is. So I have finally discovered a perfume that I have had in my possession for a while now, and I particularly like it. Juliet has a pew pew, except not that wording. And I really, really like it. I have been wearing it recently, and apparently the man behind the curtain has not been able to smell it, or it has not bothered him. So that is a huge ass win. Yes. Gallstones are awful. The man behind the curtain has had to radically modify diet because of them, which has made life interesting for me because I'm the main cook in the house. And there are nights when I'm cooking 2 different meals, one for the rest of us and one for him. Haha, that's cool. Yep, he cannot eat fats anymore. No can eat. No can eat. And I'm bummed. Apparently, I ran out of nail glue last night after I popped a nail off at a really bad time. Yes! Alright, Raven and Saint King. John is talking about the fact that, he's got the gallstones. He called his GP, got an urgent appointment today, asked for a urine sample, and he's like, they are really taking the piss. Hoy. Echo spins now. Okay. Oh, shit. Might want to put these back where they belong. Yep, that's the order they go in. Oh, shit. Well, that's no good, Silent King. Yes. Silent King is telling us about a terrorist attack in Delhi. Yes, actually, I am, Andrea. I was trying to squeeze every little bit, and there was nothing there. Oh well, it's been like a week and a half with these anyway. Have a good one, Echo. So you know what? We just deal with it. Oh shit. Oh well. Did I eat this morning? Yes. Okay. All right, my darlings. Yeah, so we're starting the day out on a high note. Yep. All right. All right, y'all. We ready to get moving here? I think we're ready to get moving here. Where's my thingamajigger? Look at that. All right, and here we go. Our daily reminder that we are going to please be mindful of the energy we bring into the space, and we are going to be respectful in the chat. If we are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the band Hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I forgot to make a fresh cup of coffee. All right. Please consider buying Witchy Mama some more coffee or some Tooker treats, y'all. All right, here we go. Scoochy, 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 scoochy. Ooh. All right. Today's draw invites stillness and truth, Witchlings. As Namaste reminds us, be grateful to simply be. Self-compassion asks us to flip the script. Speak to yourself with the same kindness you offer others. Yellow Woman dances through our day, embodying joy and renewal, while Anne Lamott whispers, how are you spending your one wild, precious life? All right. Hello, hello, hello. Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, where we weave together the sacred spiral flow, honoring the day, listening to the cards, and caring for ourselves along the way. So, welcome back, or if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. Each day, we flow with the sacred spiral, and I am Di, your favorite yoga witch and guide through it. So, let's go step into today's spiral together. Now, go grab your favorite crystal. I'm playing with a hagstone today. You can see a little bit of light through that top circle, top hole. So go grab your favorite crystal, light your candle or incense, cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug today, and let's step into today's spiral of wisdom and self-care together. Please don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our Witchling circle grow, and it keeps our daily spiral turning. All right, my loves. Oh, craptastic. I do know. We do have a birthday today. I looked it up. That's actually part of how I got sucked into Facebook earlier. Di has a problem. All right, y'all. We have a birthday. I know. We do. Haha. A glass heart and a shard of amethyst. Hey, Mimi. Well, it's not glass. Mine is actually quartz. I believe it's actually smoky quartz in the heart. Nice, Andrea. Am I on the square? Hee. Ooh. That's a good chunk, or a good scratch. You know the rules. Y'all are awesome. I'm so happy my Raven finally got their glasses. Yeah. So, I am pretty particular about making sure that I get good quality crystals, genuine crystals. That makes sense. Yeah, I am looking forward to making the spell candles to sell at events, but my fear is that I'm going to acquire gems and herbs to use in them that are not the quality I enjoy the most or prefer. Pioneer Courthouse Square. God, that's Pioneer Courthouse Square. That's Portland, isn't it? Or is that here? I know Pioneer Courthouse Square. I have been to Pioneer Courthouse Square, but I can't remember which fucking city it's in. I'm having a day. Oh, look at that. The wick decided to cut itself. Get out of my fingernail. All right. I thought it was Portland. Didn't think I was losing my mind that much because it's Pioneer Courthouse Square in Portland, and then Pioneer Square in Seattle. I think. I swear. I have no idea. I think it's Pioneer Square where the underground tour starts from, and I have navigated through via book. God, I miss Pioneer Courthouse Square, though. I miss Portland. Pioneer Square is downtown Seattle? Okay. That's why I get the two of them confused so often, because my brain just goes Pioneer Square. Pioneer Square in Seattle is where there's a bunch of really awesome shit. There's the coolest toy store. There's the tactical kilt shop. Seattle Mystery Bookstores. And of course the Seattle Underground Tour. Yep. Oh no, those shops I know are still there. I've driven through downtown enough recently to see them. Uh-oh. What's got your feathers in a ruffle, Mimi? All right. We should be just about ready to start moving here. I'm in a good mood. Birthdays. All right. We have a birthday. We have a birthday. So today's birthday is a high school classmate who has become one of the most amazing quilters I have ever seen quilt. This woman has won awards and all sorts of shit, and she deserves them. She's also a pretty cool mom. So, Olivia, I hope you have an amazing, fantabulous birthday today, my friend. Happy birthday, Olivia. We are also still sending Will all of the healthy and healing juju. We are sending all the love and peace and comfort to those who with loved ones dealing with some really tough situations. And as I light this flame, may our light be a beacon of hope in the darkness for those stumbling and or lost along the way. We also hold this light for survivors and victims of gun violence and domestic violence, remembering them in our circle here. With the lighting of our candle, our sacred circle is now closed, and we invite the ancestors to be with us here today. Now let's see if I can put that back where it belongs without knocking a metric butt ton of stuff over. Doink. Hey, Dua, how are you doing? Good to see you here today. All right, you go where you belong. You go where you belong. You go where you belong. Look at that. That is actually somewhat, sort of, kind of half-assed organized today. This never happens. Oh no, poor kitty kitty. All right. Bye-bye. Ah, groovy. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. Olivia is a really awesome person. Her little brother's pretty cool, too. Like I said, went to high school with him. We shall send healing juju for your kitty kitty friend, Mimi. They deserve nothing but the best. All right. I get it. All right, y'all. Let's go take a quick. I guess. All right, y'all. Let's go take a quick peek at what holidays are weaving their way through the spiral of this day. Did I forget to copy pasta the list? I think I did. All right. Oh, maybe. Nope, I didn't. Yay. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. So. All right. We have today's holidays: National Moms and Dads Day, World Kindness Day, and Guinness World Records Day. Sounded fun. National Moms and Dads Day. Today is a little love note to the folks who raised us, guided us, or simply showed up in ways that mattered. Parenthood is not limited to biology. It's any heart that nurtures, any soul that protects, any hand that steadies. So whether you're calling your parents, lighting a candle for ancestors, or thanking a chosen family mentor, honor the love that shaped you. Moving on. Next, we have World Kindness Day. Kindness is magic. A smile, a door held open, a moment of patience. These are spells cast daily that ripple farther than we will ever know. Sprinkle kindness like glitter today, my witchlings, and watch how it glows in return. Last, but very much not least, we have Guinness World Records Day. From the tallest to the tiniest, the fastest to the fiercest, today celebrates human potential in all its weird and wonderful glory. Maybe you're not breaking records, but you are breaking patterns, healing lineages, and crafting a life that's authentically yours. And that, my friends, is pretty legendary. And that is our holidays for today. Whoop, whoop. Oh, the glasses are irritating. Oh my gosh. Oof. Jizo Friday, I love it. I was watching, I'm pretty sure her screen name is Omaha Cat Lady. But she's always getting her fat bitch on. and she was watching another creator making cornbread. And she's like, "Oh my God, you've made 3 of the 5 forbidden, three of the 5 forbidden Nebraska cornbread recipes. You have opened a portal to hell there, boy." And it was just really amusing. Oh God, I am so sorry, Jen. Oh, adjusting to your new glasses is one of the worst things, I swear. These, I don't, yep, secret cornbread. These, I don't normally wear the plastic frames because they tend to either give me bloody noses or just push in the wrong spot here and trigger a headache. But these were too cute to resist. Have not had many problems with these, but the other pair, my outside pair, oh, as much as I love the concept of them because they go from white to pink in the sunlight, they hurt. Especially if it's cold outside where they push on my ear and behind my ears. Yeah, it's just instant headache. So yes, it was cheesy cornbread, and it was interesting because the cheese was made with a jar of Cheese Whiz. I did not know that Cheese Whiz came in dipping jars. The only Cheese Whiz I have ever known is squirt cheese. Yes, new lenses feeling like a carnival funhouse. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Especially if you have astigmatism and they tweak the astigmatism in your lenses. The number of times I've tripped over curbs because of my astigmatism. Oh. That's good, Mimi. An infection behind your ear, yep, yup. Cool. Cool. So yeah, it was an entertaining video to watch. She is entertaining, but all right. Do we want to get into the cards, or should we keep chit-chatting for a couple of more minutes? I'm not picky. Hey, Mike, how are you doing today? Really? Brain, we are not doing that song. All right, groovy. I am running out of coffee. Oh, that sucks. Card time, fun time. How was my outing yesterday? Oh, gosh. So, it actually went really, really well. Managed to get from here to the UPS office. Picked up my mail. Then realized that we needed snacks for a certain little demon. And so I walked over to the pet store to get that. As I'm about to walk into the pet store, I get a call from the transit going, "Your bus is on the way." And I'm like, my bus isn't supposed to pick me up until 6 and it's 4:15. What the fluff? So, figured that out. And then I managed to... I know. And so I made my way over to the grocery store to pick up the meds and get my coffee on the way. I was one of 2 people who saw the Facebook post about them giving away free coffee for veterans. That was cool. Meandered into, because I had to kill a lot of time, meandered into the glass shop that's 2 doors down from the grocery store. Got myself an adorable little Psyduck pipe. That was fun. Wandered over there because it was cold and I didn't want to sit outside. And then ended up sitting outside for a while anyway, and I'm like, you know what? I have an hour to kill. I'm going to watch the premiere episode of Grimm. I used to love the show. I watched it for like half of the first season before I got distracted. And so now I'm rewatching it, and I'm hoping that it stays as good as the first couple of episodes. I just finished the second episode this morning. And yeah, loving that. I have also started watching. Jeez Louise. I have also started watching Carnival Row on Amazon, which, oddly enough, I did not realize until I started watching it. Orlando Bloom plays the main character. And then of course, if I'm watching that and Grimm, I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and restart Sanctuary while we're at it. And now that I've restarted Sanctuary, I'm like, hey, let's go watch Warehouse 13 too. So I am going to be quite busy for a while. I'm gonna kind of I'll be watching those while I'm doing everything else around here. Why not? Hilariously, though, as soon as I started watching Sanctuary, one of the characters popped up, and I'm like, I know exactly who that is. I remember him. The others, not so much. They are awesome shows. Thank you, Will. I'm grateful to know I'm not alone here. Mike, honey, I am not an oracle that can tell you much about your love life. I wish I could. If you want to keep asking, please feel free to book a session. And when it comes to yes or no's, I will happily grab the pendulum and ask. Because it's getting kind of lonesome. Yep. John wants to learn Spanish and Japanese. I want to learn French and Japanese. Relearn French and learn Japanese. Who am I telling what to, Mike? There are people in the vertical chat. You're watching more me landscape. I have 2 streams. Yeah. I'm going to run out of coffee in like 2 drinks. I am sad. Conversational in Japanese, but can't read to save your life. I know that feeling. Okay. I know that feeling that I wasn't that way with Japanese, but I got that way with Spanish. I can understand it when it's spoken, but reading it, not always so good at it. I miss my Spanish skills. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's get... That totally sounds like something one of my kids would do. All right, this is where we are. Yes, it is. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's move on and start playing with the cards. Well, not playing with them, but you know what I mean. All right, y'all. Today's draw peels back the veil, revealing where truth... Puh, what? Ah, that makes sense. I forgot he's playing with the camera. All right, y'all. Today's draw peels back the veil, revealing where truth hides between the lines. Someone's keeping doors open and the whispers don't match the words. Are you ready to uncover what's really going on? Our first oracle card is inconsistencies. Options are kept open. And I need to reach out. The cracks are beginning to show, my witchling, those little inconsistencies that reveal why someone's keeping their options open. The energy feels slippery, uncertain. It's time to reach out and seek clarity, even if what you find stings just a bit. Truth, after all, is its own kind of magic, cleansing, cutting, and ultimately freeing. And that, my friends, is our oracles for the day. What do you think of what they're telling us? Let's move on to tarot. After a long pause in the cosmic current, the winds are finally shifting in your favor. Delays may test your patience, but triumph is written in the stars, and your next big step is just beginning to rise on the horizon. Let's get started. First, we have the Hanged Man reversed. When the Hanged Man appears reversed in a spread, you are ready to take the unicorn by the horn. You've been through your lost soul period due to circumstances beyond your control and are now ready to take some positive action. Next, we have the Knight of Rods. Reversed. Knight of Rods reversed. Let's try that again. Knight of Rods reversed. Delays and a need for patience. There may be some aggression involved here as well. Last but not least, we have the Six of Rods. Victory over personal problems and a new venture or change of direction. Financial or emotional success. The Hanged Man reversed tells me you've already drifted through that lost at sea season, my witchling. That pause wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now it's time to grab that metaphorical unicorn by the horn and move forward with purpose. The Knight of Rods reversed reminds us that not every spark ignites right away. There may be a few delays, so breathe and let patience be your ally. But the Six of Rods rides in with a smile. Victory is yours. A fresh path or venture is emerging, one that brings both emotional and financial fulfillment. Trust the timing. It is aligning just for you. And now, my darlings, that was our tarot for the day. What do you think? That's fine. That's fine. So, let me know what y'all think of the tarot cards. And now, my witchlings, let's braid the oracle and tarot together, bringing their voices into one sacred spiral message. When words twist and meanings tangle, truth waits in between them. Today's reading invites you to clear the air, release what's done, and step boldly toward the new beginnings ready to bloom. The Hanged Man reversed shows your waiting season is ending. You found your footing again. Inconsistencies reveal truths behind why options are kept open, urging you to reach out and clear the air. Though the Knight of Rods reversed warns of delays, the Six of Rods promises success. Stay patient, my witchling. Honesty and persistence lead to victory. That is our tarot reading. Here is our affirmation for today. Or our tarot and oracle reading for the day. Moving on to our affirmation, my favorite part. Today's affirmation. I trust the timing of my path. Each truth revealed guides me closer to alignment. Patience is my power, honesty my shield, and victory my birthright. I move forward with clarity, courage, and grace. What do y'all think? That's our affirmation and our combined reading. Oh boy, they're screaming today. Yes, by the way, there are no corporate sponsors here, just me, you, the witchlings, and a whole lot of love and magic. So, if you feel so moved, check out the link tree for ways to support this. Sad face. I broke the coffee. Oh well. I did. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that he reminds me to turn off the cup warmer after I finish my coffee. I'm so paranoid I'm going to either kill the warmer or break my coffee mug. Coffee broke. Okay, these have got to come off. They're hurting. Sucks to be me today. I will. I will. Ha ha ha. That feels so much better. All right, y'all. That is true. All right. All right, let's move on to our self-care card so I don't even have to worry about glasses. Right? Right. Good, good. Happy, happy, fucking joy. Ha! Cool. Let's move on to Namaste, shall we? Namaste says to be and just to be. Be grateful for being. Just being alive and well is sometimes overlooked. You are here and you matter. Give yourself this grace. You don't have to accomplish anything or become something. Just be who you are right now and thank yourself for that. Be who you are in the moment and celebrate. Gratefulness helps us maintain a positive state of mind. A positive state of mind helps to reduce stress. What do you guys think of today's Namaste? And we have self-compassion. Self-compassion reminds us to flip the ratio. All right, so flip the ratio. For the rest of your day, notice the number of self-criticisms and the number of compassionate encouragements you give yourself. Set an intention to shift that ratio toward compassion. That's self-compassion today. I am so bad with that one, though. I am so hard on myself and so mean to myself. I know where it comes from. I'm working on it, but you know what? Oftentimes easier said than done. Yes, that is actually where it comes from, Mimi. There we go. I am, Andrea, but SK really loves my pink hearts. I'm not complaining here. I have another pair already lined up for when I need new glasses. So I will be getting more heart-shaped glasses when I need them. Mimi, I know that feeling. Wall push-ups will help. Just do push-ups against the wall. And it will stretch those muscles and help build the strength so they don't hurt so much. This comes straight from our primary care doctor telling the man behind the curtain how to rebuild some strength and stamina post-COVID. That's the word I'm looking for. You guys are the absolute best. Oh my gosh, I love my witchlings. Yeah. I have been having so much issue the last 3-4 days. I will sit here and just not move for like 4 hours, despite the fact that somebody needs to go out slightly more often than that. And I will get up to either go hit the head or take the dogs out or go find food, goddess help me, and realize just how long I've been sitting there because my hips and my knees will be like, yeah, hi, we're stiff and sore now. Oh, sauna would be nice. Magic heating. Damn it. I have Steppenwolf in my head now. Wow. We're doing grand. So he says it's better than a whole new world. And my brain goes to the fucking meme of Bruce sitting on Clark's back as they're flying somewhere. And Bruce starts singing, I can show you the world. And Clark's like, please shut up. Shining, shimmering, splendid. And it's just a cute little comic meme thing. But I can see, I just, the whole hammy overacting shit and all, yeah. All right. I'm being told we need to move on to honoring the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. I'm going to redo that because somebody startled me halfway through it. All right. Next, we honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. Our goddess today is Yellow Woman, the Pueblo goddess of magic, agriculture, and the hunt, bridges the natural and spiritual worlds. Known for teaching sacred ceremonies, she embodies both creativity and practicality. Depicted in an embroidered dress, white mantle, and green mask, symbolizing her harmony with nature, she reminds us to live in reciprocity with the earth and honor the balance between giving and receiving. Today's Teska feast and buffalo dance call us to reenact our hopes as reality through symbolic action. Move with purpose, open your arms to attract love, hug yourself for self-compassion, or dance to embody abundance. Wear green, yellow, or white, or eat corn to align with her energy. Let every mindful gesture be a living ritual guided by Yellow Woman's wisdom. And Yellow Woman is our goddess of the day. What do you guys think of her? Let me know in the comments. My glasses are killing me. That's true. We are moving on now to Zen. Yay! All right. Let us move on to our pause for a moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen to warm the spirit and warm the heart and steady the spirit before we open our circle with today's blessing. Right. So, we have a couple of long ones today. We have our quote from Anne Lamott and then some information on Daigu Ryokan. Your problem is how you are going to spend this one odd and precious life you have been issued. Whether you're going to spend it trying to look good and creating the illusion that you have power over people and circumstances, or whether you're going to taste it, enjoy it, and find out the truth about who you are. Anne Lamott. And we have a great fool. Daigu Ryokan, literally great fool, is one of the most beloved figures in Japanese folk tradition. A Zen poet monk, he loved children and playing a happy game of ball, which he called the highest form of Zen. After receiving the seal of enlightenment from his Soto master, Ryokan, 1758 to 1831, chose not to take students, but to emulate the monks of old, living in solitude as a mountain hermit and relying on alms for sustenance. He endured bitter periods of poverty, yet never lost his extraordinary innocence and loving heart. When a burglar ransacked his hut after discovering nothing of value, Ryokan wrote a haiku. The thief left it there in the window, the shining moon. Ryokan wrote poetry that is among the most beautiful in Zen literature, but he also left behind his great fool's essence, as in the popular story about a game of hide and seek. As it grew dark, the children seeking Ryokan went home, but the monk continued hiding. The next morning, a farmer found Ryokan behind a haystack. "Hush," he said, "or the children will find me." I like him. That is our moment of Zen, my darlings, my dears, my witchlings. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right. You are... Oh, I'm so jealous, Raven. Yes, perks of being Finnish. Yes. Hey, Yurty! It has been a minute. Haha. She was great. Yup. Yep. Are they not amazing? Ah. Yeah. I love the way they describe him as being extraordinarily innocent and loving heart. I love that. My nose. Ow. Ow. Aha. Haha. There we go. My hair is frizzy as usual. And you can see the gray coming back. Damn it. All right. How are we doing out there? We're doing pretty good in here. Are we ready for our closing blessing? Yes, we are. So, my darlings, here is today's closing blessing. May your heart rest easy in the truth it uncovers. May your words be gentle, even when spoken to yourself. May patience be your spell and gratitude your guide. May Yellow Woman's laughter echo in your spirit, reminding you that to simply be is a sacred act of grace. Go softly, my witchling, and let your light ripple outward in love. Boom, boom, boom. And now, my witchlings, I swear I just put that candle in the candle holder like day before yesterday, but okay. All right, my witchlings, it is time to wrap up for the day, at least here. There we go. All right, my loves. As we open our circle with the extinguishing of this candle, we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who chose to join us here today. All right. Does not taste good. All right. Excuse me, goodness gracious. That was entertaining. All right, my loves. Let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Let's please try to be beacons of hope and light for those who are lost in the dark. Tell your loved ones, whether they walk on two legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide with scales, or tiptoe on tiny paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you. Moments slip away faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes often come far too soon. And please, my witchlings, please, 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 always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real and genuine, even if you have yet to discover it. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys all to bits. Namaste, my witchlings. Hello, hello. So, two things about white coffee. Number one, it has more caffeine than black coffee and a much better flavor. And number two, it expands a fuck ton when you brew it. So when you brew the second cup off the pod, it can get kind of interesting. Oh yeah, did I mention you want to brew it at least twice? Second cup of coffee or the second brew off of it tastes better and just it's nice. Ooh, black tea. Oh. After these messages, we'll be right back. You guys are going to go there. You're going to go there with those. You're going to go there with those and that. You're going to go over here. All right. All right, ending poll. And then he's probably going to go make coffee for himself. And we're just going to chit-chat for a wee bit. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, vanilla tea. That sounds good. I've stumbled onto a documentary last night, about Guru Jaget, Jaget. I actually have a blog entry that I have been working up for a couple of years. Actually, about 3 years, because, let's see, we're in October, or November, June, July, August, September, October. So about a little over 2 years. Because this is a blog that was conceptualized at the very beginning of Yoga with Dai. About the yoga and wellness to QAnon pipeline. Laughing at Andrea. But the main person that most of the information about this I saw commented on or used as an example was Guru Jaget. She studied with Yogi Bhajan, who was the creator of Kundalini Yoga, one of his top, best and brightest. You already put it away, Dad. That's why you're not finding it. Anyway, one of his best and brightest students. And she was an amazing yoga instructor. And then QAnon popped up and MAGA and all of that. And she did not fall down the QAnon pipeline. Rabbit hole. She dove head first. And just lost it. And then all of the yuck about Yogi Bhajan came out. He was not a good man. He was not a moral man. And he used his yoga in very bad ways. I will let you guys do the searching and learning about him. Have a good one, Silent King. But yeah, there is a documentary out about her. She had all sorts of famous students. Russell Brand, not that he's one to brag about. I think Ariana Grande also attended her classes, etc., etc. And it's a really interesting doc. I watched the first episode last night, and I'm probably going to watch more of it tonight. But it's really interesting, really fascinating, and if you're interested in learning about the darker underworld of the yoga community, this is one to watch. There's another documentary that I'm watching that is similar and talks again about the dark underbelly of yoga. And to an extent, the whitewashing and spiritual bypassing of it. which you guys have heard me rant about. Yoga is not just exercise. It is a philosophy and a way of life. Good night, SK. Hope you have a wonderful rest. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I've also been listening to and reading a book about a murder that happened in a Lululemon store back on the East Coast a few years back. So yeah, it's been interesting lately. Okay, hold on a sec. I am correct. Ba-doop-boom. Yep. My chair squished. How about that? Now I don't feel like a toddler anymore. Ooh. Oh, honey. Migraines are not fun. Caffeine, Tylenol, maybe a Motrin or a couple of Motrins for most people. And rest your eyes and just try to relax. Avoid screens. Do a meditation if you can. I would say pop in and find one of my guided meditation to help you relax. And then potentially talking to your doctor about not only an abortifacient for migraines, but a prophylactic. For years I took Topamax for my migraines. But I took years and years and years of Topamax. Depakote is another wonderful one for migraines. Although they are totally opposite as far as weight gain goes. Oh, honey, you don't listen to a word he says. I mean, come on. We have like $217 billion worth of tariff revenue, and he's already promised like $600,000 of tariff revenue for different objects. Or for different things. Like, he's going to send all of the lower and lower middle class people $2,000 stimulus checks out of the tariffs, and he's going to pay for military upgrades out of the tariffs, and he's going to pay for the food stamps out of the tariffs, and he's going to pay for this out of the tariffs. He has promised like 6 times what we actually have in that fund. Plus, all of that fund is going to have to be refunded to everybody who paid into it anyway, so his is dumb as fluff. Hey, Mark, how are you doing today? We're doing pretty good here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull the necklace off. I need to get a better chain and figure out how to move my pentacles from this chain to a better one. Because as cool as this necklace is, it's just a pendant hung on each chain, in each chain, and you wear it by threading a chain through through the lower pentacle or upper pentacle. Have fun, mods. Yes, they have a gift for using a lot of words to say very, very little. Shit, how do I describe my relationship to him? My little brother's dad is former Army intelligence. I believe I may be incorrect there, but, He is a master at talking your ear off and saying absolutely nothing. I love this man. He is just a wonderful person. So, yeah. He also met a former friend of mine once who used to talk tough and talk shit about having been a Green Beret and all that shit. And little brother's dad looked at my husband and said, if he was active duty, he never left the kitchen. Yup, some of us use it for good, others use it for ill. I am one that I am fairly certain the way I managed to maintain my security clearance is the fact that I babble on and on and on about so much bullshit that when I actually do accidentally spill something useful, nobody realizes it. So yeah, I will talk your ear off and tell you all sorts of shit that you have no need to know or no reason to know. And, you will have no idea that anything I said meant anything because, well, I talk about everything. No shit. Yeah. Yeah, we do see you, Joram. And yes, thank you. Yeah, Andrea, can you believe he threw a Great Gatsby themed party? Please tell me you have never read The Great Gatsby without saying I have never read The Great Gatsby. Or is this one, him just kind of saying something without actually saying something else without actually saying it? Because The Great Gatsby is about a guy who is pretending to be rich when he actually is not. I have not read the book, but I know enough about it to know that's the general gist of it. All right, there we go. Wow. Coffee's kicking in. All of a sudden, I got warm. Did he say something else that we didn't see, Andrea? Just curious. But yeah, I'm actually, I want to watch the movie with Leo DiCaprio. Okay. We're trying to give them the opportunity to apologize before we, give them the boot, but that's okay. Better to be safe than sorry. I know. There we go. Joram asks, says, me neither. The movie didn't interest him. Do I know that money is just as big and complicated as God? Leo disappointed him, and yes, I agree. Leo is a great disappointment. His refusal to date anyone over the age of 25 is ridiculous, especially considering he is like me and in his 40s now, late 40s if I remember, if not older. The movie does interest me because of the fact I am somewhat familiar with the book and I would love to see it. But is money any just as big complicated as God? There are a lot of people who worship money like a god. Trust me. Yep, Leonardo DiCaprio refuses to date a woman over the age of 25. Now, see, me personally, yeah. Oh God, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Raven, I sometimes there are some people that I can feel that way with. Um, but when you get someone like Leo DiCaprio, who is barely not a pedophile, honestly. His obsession with young girls that don't know better is really frightening. Or someone like Cosby, J.K. Rowling. These are artists that I cannot separate from their work, at least at this point in time. But there are some, such as Michael Jackson. Many, many, many people feel that he is just as bad as the list that we are all wanting to be released. However, I am looking at him and his life and seeing what his father put him and his siblings through. He was the youngest of the family, of the boys. And I firmly believe that because of what his dad did, that poor man was mentally and emotionally stunted at like 10 years old. And he kind of kept that child mind as he grew older and became an adult with adult wants and desires. And yeah, it led to some problems. As for Bill Cosby, the man was played up as America's dad. He was a good, upstanding citizen. He was a great man, Navy veteran and corpsman. And come to find out that he was using the knowledge that he gained while on active duty as a corpsman to drug women so that he could have his way with them. So yeah, nope, not doing that one. I was never a huge Bill Cosby fan other than Fat Albert, but otherwise, yeah. I feel that, Mimi. Lemonade and blackcurrant sounds good. To an extent, Raven, here as well. But because of the number of transgender people that I care about very deeply, both in my biological and in my chosen family, I cannot support her anymore. And that's why all of my Harry Potter clothes, because I have a couple of t-shirts and some leggings, and I mean I have a whole bunch of clothes. Those have now been relegated to my I am cleaning. Forget what? Huh? Oh shit. We forgot an anniversary with our candle today. I am so sorry, sweetheart, if you are watching. Please. We apologize, and I will rectify that later. All right. But yeah, Harry Potter meant a lot to us, but my Harry Potter merch is now relegated to just house cleaning or gardening or whatever. If I'm going to get dirty, that's what I'm wearing. I even have another t-shirt that is not licensed merch that I'm afraid to wear on camera, even though it's awesome. That has nobody deserves to live in a closet, and the lightning bolt is rainbow, which I love. There is a part of me though that wants to paint over the rainbow or add the trans flag to the rainbow. I meant to add that to the script last night. I feel horrible. Alright. Yeah. I love the Harry Potter world. It took a couple of years for me to finally stop referring to non-chronically ill people as muggles. So, yeah. Let's see. What else have I got to chit-chat about today? Excuse me, what else have I got to chit-chat about today? Oh, it's a Tucker monster and... Yes. I know what Keck is. Keck came about because somebody was like me and had their fingers on the wrong keys on the keyboard, tried to hit LOL, and got K-E-K. Or K-I-K. K-E-K is similar. I have kept up on shit. Yeah. C'est la vie. Yep. Oh, it did? That's hilarious. Automods caught that. That's hilariously funny. Yep. Alright. Yeah, Mimi, what are you apologizing for this time? The Revenant. Ooh. Alright, meep. Click. Whoops, that was not what I meant to do. There we go. Oh, I know. Alright. No, just trying to figure out what Mimi's apologizing for this time. That works. Yay! That makes my life easier. Oh, let's see. What am I doing today? What are we doing today? Today is Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Hey, Zen! Oh. Honey, you have no need to apologize for having the patience of a gnat. We all have those days, okay? We're good. All right. I had something. I'm frustrated. I am so very frustrated right now. Hey, John. I wanted to show and tell about something, but now I can't remember it. We're having a good day. What did I get yesterday? Nope, none of that was useful for this. Amen, Raven. Generally try to separate the art from the artist, but there are some that it's just not doable. And that's kind of depressing sometimes. I have lost respect for a number of artists. Primarily because they support the fascist Cheeto. And much like with supporting JKR, you give money to this politician that you support who is aiming to dismantle protections for people I care about. That's not politics anymore. That is playing God and deciding who deserves to be Joe Rowling, J.K. Rowling. That is playing God and deciding who deserves to be treated as human and who doesn't. Because case in point, look at the transgender community, especially with the current administration. They are being dehumanized left and right. Another current rant about the administration. I'm kind of bummed that I missed doing Bitch and Witch last night, although I discovered this at the time that I would have been doing it. A female officer was just forced out of the Navy because Keg's Breath didn't want a woman leading and recruiting the SEALs and the other special forces. Everyone else, everyone who was part of making this decision said she was the best man for the job. And I just, and because this was, because this was her opportunity to have a command. She was denied it. The Navy as well. If you don't have a place to go to take the orders, then, well, you can't be in the Navy anymore. So she was forced out because sexism. Which one? Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. My condolences to your friend and everyone else who loved them. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm being reminded that, yeah, a family, extended family member, self-deleted because their family could not accept them as who they are. Yeah, I don't want to get graphic, but they tried to not, and yeah. It's incredibly frustrating because it's not June at the moment, but I have my love sign here. People will come in during June and just start screaming at me for having the pride flag up. And they'll tell me that I'm a groomer and I'm going to hell and this and that and that and this. And yeah, I can understand why others in the community self-delete. Yes. Yep. I have seen other people do things like that with cat farts, saying, giving it rules, reply one word, yes or no, or if you are being forced to say this answer, say this. And yeah, someone did that with cat farts, asking if it was being run by Satan and if angels exist and all of that shit. That is true. Exactly, Raven. We just want people to be allowed to be able to exist comfortably. Hell, the United States guarantees the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If living your life in pursuit of happiness means living your life as not the gender you were assigned at birth, then who the fuck are we to complain about it? I mean, I'm just life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You cannot be happy living your life stuffed into a box that you do not fit into. And I don't get it. Oh, dude, we're always all being watched, but that's beside the point. If you have a webcam, you're being watched constantly. Just saying. Yep. So Lando's following you around on camera? Or no, Lando is watching you on camera. Okay. Lando is one of the temperamental chuckle fucking friends. He is referred to as the Beeb. And the man behind the curtain says, I've Beeb on camera being watched for the past 20 years. So apparently Lando is watching him. Yeah. Ooh. Dude, I have some ideas. Let me throw some stuff together and get in touch with me, and I may be able to help. Cleansing, purifying, and a good energy cleanse of the house. Yep. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Anyway, I always thought that was a Michael Jackson song. Did not realize it was a Michael Jackson song. Then I found out why I thought it was a Michael Jackson song. That part of the refrain he is singing. He sang backup on this song after he was already this megastar. Love that for him. Yep. Oh, I'm sure somebody had some. I'm sure every casino has a blooper reel of wedgie pulls and bra fixes and stuff like that. Yes. Nose picking. Yes, it is. It's a really good song too. Creepy as fuck, but it's a really good song. So FYI, one of my autistic special interests is pop culture, music in particular, because I'm a musician. So I will just get a hair up my ass about some song, and I will do the deepest dive into it. There is a freaking YouTube channel where I cannot remember his name, but he does the deep dives into music. Case in point, Daydream Believer. Oh, I could hide beneath the wings. Yeah. Of a bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring. Hold on, I gotta get to the... But it rings and I rise. Wipe the sleep out of my eyes. The shaven razor's cold and it's... No, I gotta get to the fucking lyric that I'm looking for. Show you how happy I can be. Okay, so the words the monkeys used are, now you know how happy we can be. With a good time starts and then without $1 to spend. That part... Cat goddess. Yes. So, Davy Jones changed, hello, cat goddess. Davy Jones changed one of the words in that, now you know how happy we can be. It was another word that, at the time would have been just total and complete no for the monkeys to sing. Can't remember it right now. Adam Neely, I don't think is the one I'm thinking of, but when I do figure out who the fluff I'm thinking of, I will tell you guys. Doom. Oh, Shauna the Mom has a new video out, so I will be watching that soon. Music history. This is going to annoy the hell. There he is! Professor of Rock. The Professor of Rock is the one I'm thinking of. Yes! That's exactly the one I was just looking at, too. So... Oh, dear Lord, John. Okay, yeah. I'm actually going to look him up. Yes. Oh, and some of the songs that I keep finding that... look into some of the songs from like 20s and 30s that would never have gotten past the frickin' censors of the 60s and 70s. Yes. All right, I have comments I need to address. Yes. I just... Nope. We are going to turn that off because it's going to distract me. Yes, changing songs that were absolute no-nos back in the day. And then just watching some of the ways that things got past the censors, you know? Such as the song Making Whoopee. Thank you, Joran. It's also Rockwell. Thank you for the name of the actual artist. Yes, oh my God, Tutti Frutti, the man behind the curtain is reminding me. We watched a documentary about music, and was it a doc on him himself, on Little Richard? I think it was a documentary. It was a documentary about Little Richard, who was an openly flaming gay man at one point. And then he had to crawl back into the closet because, it would have destroyed his career. The original words to Tutti Frutti, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. That one? Yeah, it was not oh Rudy, which was almost as bad as the original. It was Tutti Frutti, good booty, or sweet booty. Either way, he was talking about the man's ass. Good booty. Talking about being fruity and talking about the guy's ass, and they made him change the words because it was too gay. I actually like that song. John, I have no words for that one. Barbie Girl is actually an alarm on my phone, and it is my girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend, but still girlfriend's ringtone. Because, yeah, it's just, it fits her. I love her. What's another abomination that I absolutely love? Starship. And we can build this thing together. Nothing's going to stop us now. It is. It's campy, but very well done. And they managed to win a court case brought against them by Mattel. Because, well, yes, it was all about Barbie and Ken, but it was not actually trademark infringement. And yes, I agree with the man behind the curtain that many of us are now linear thinkers because of the way we were taught the alphabet. How many of us have to stop and sing through the alphabet to be able to alphabetize something? I'll admit I do. Yep. I can see the too high-pitched or candy sweet. Cat Goddess says, I think it's wild how or whenever certain things get around censors. And then things that you wouldn't even think of do. Yep. I kissed a girl. Katy Perry. I did not realize that cherry chapstick was a euphemism for another far more intimate part of a woman's body. It just didn't register with her. Oh my God. You are on fire today, my friend. All right. Dun, dun, dun. I think I have a hair. Probably a took hair. Yep. Yep. I frequently do. But see, I'm also one, I work on reciting the alphabet backwards in my head. It was something we had to do in boot camp. Don't remember why, but it was something we had to do. Yes, I kissed a girl to taste of her cherry chapstick. Yeah, apparently cherry chapstick refers to something south of the equator on a woman. And I totally did not know that because, yeah, I'm queer, but I'm not that flavor of queer. And I don't drive a Subaru yet. I do want a Subaru, so we're not going to go there. So we had these really awesome ladies who lived next door to us. Lesbian couple, really awesome ladies. I miss them like hell. But I did not even think about the fact that there is the stereotype, particularly in the Pacific Northwest, of lesbians who wear flannel and drive Subarus. Until one of my kids pointed it out, and I'm like, well, that explains a lot about the girls next door. Mind you, these women are older than I am, but I referred to them as the girls next door, and I am working on breaking that because that is very, very offensive to a lot of women because they're grown adults and I'm referring to them as girls. Working on that one. I like that one, John. Calvin and Klein and boxers. Yes. Excuse me. It's better than Calvin and Hobbes. Better than Calvin and Hobbes. I had a shipmate in boot camp whose last name was Hobbes. And a bunch of us wanted to get her a stuffed Calvin. Yes, I am aware that Calvin is the kid, Hobbes was the tiger. We wanted to get her a stuffed Calvin for boot camp graduation. Yeah. See, I think I kissed a girl and I see Tina auditioning on Glee. That's all we're going. Speaking of DVDs, I am super, super, super excited and I'm going to figure out how to make sure I can acquire it. Fucking Dogma is coming back out on DVD the beginning of next month. I have seen that movie once. I want to see it multiple more times because it was just an amazingly hilarious movie. And I mean, come on. Alan Rickman as an angel. Hello, Hormal. Ooh, heavy snow tonight. John. I know. My darling little brother, may his memory ever be a blessing. And if you crawl off those fucking candles again, I'm gonna beat your ass. Made me watch Dogma with him, and I loved it. And then, Mimi, they're not spamming. We're okay so far. Thank you for the heads up, though, and reminder to them. We were at the old spaghetti factory in downtown Seattle with my little brother. And he's, you kind of just look around the restaurants, look at the other people. Congrats, Noah. And he turns around and looks into the trolley car where people are sitting. And he just absolutely goes batshit. And I'm like, the fuck, dude? He's like, Alanis Morissette is sitting right there. He's like, don't look. And for God's sake, don't take her picture. But she's sitting right there. And I kind of look and I'm like, oh shit, it is her. And he's like, I know. We're in the presence of God. And it was one of the sweet, it made his trip. He was just super excited about having seen that. That was the best part of the trip for him. Gods, I miss that man. All right. How are you doing, Hormal? Thor and Hulda. Are you referring to animals? Who are you naming for the god of thunder and believe his sister? Yeah. Same cat. Same cat goddess, missing the days where you could get the DVDs and watch all of the blooper reels and shit. That while, yes, they are on the streaming services, you just have to know where to look for them, whereas opposed to the DVD, it was in the menu. So yeah, I do miss those. We were doing blooper reels for the Daily's draws for a while. Might go back to doing them. I don't know. It depends on how many times I trip over my tongue. Yeah. Every once in a great blue moon, if I have a really good one, he'll throw it in at the end of the reel for it. Or he'll put it in the condensed version of the show. Stream, whatever. Why? Does my body hate me? Yes. Oh, for those who are not aware, we do the whole recording of the entire stream from the moment I say Namaste Witchlings until the moment I say Namaste Witchlings. Of the show. Of the show, not the entire stream, because, you know, we're doing this. And he will take out all of the shit where I'm just chatting away with the viewers, and he will condense the entire show down into one video, and then he makes reels and shorts of the rest of it. So it's kind of cool. The man is brilliant. He is just, I absolutely love it. What did I skip? I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, I do need to take an iron to my tongue so I don't trip on it. So what he does is he takes the entire show and cuts it out of what we're doing here and shares it as its own video. It becomes its own video. And then, yeah. He's a technological master. I am in awe. So he will take the entire half hour to 45 minutes of the show and condense it down into like 15 minutes. It's great. Oh, I was dying of laughter over my script for Bitch and Witch last week, where I said the United States government has somehow managed to trip over their dick and put us into shutdown again. Hadn't heard that phrase in a while. I know! John Stewart said it the other night. Or was it John Stewart or... Yeah. Oh, that is cool, Raven. You get to be on the other side of the curtain. Yes. See, he wanted to as a teenager. But, family bullshit, he didn't get to. And now he is getting to live the life that he wanted to. We will watch Saturday Night Live or be watching MSNBC, CNN, or any of the late shows. And anytime they will, anytime they'll cut to break, but before they cut to break, they show the control room. That was his absolute favorite part of the entire show, is getting to see the control room because he wanted to be there. And, you know, I get it. I get it. I was not the one who wanted to be backstage. I have always wanted to be on stage. Not necessarily center stage in front of the camera, but I wanted to be a part of it. But yeah. No shit, Raven. Yeah, exactly. No shit, Raven. Not that there are jobs to be had, even if we weren't burned out, autistic, and other flavors of unable to work. There are jobs out there. It's just the employers are not catching on to the reason that nobody wants to work. It's not that we don't want to work. We want to work. We simply don't want to work for wages that aren't going to sustain us and our families. We want to be able to support ourselves and support our children. And if you're not going to pay me a wage that's going to give me enough, that I'm going to make enough to do that, I'm not going to work for you. I am not going to work 2 or 3 jobs just to be able to pay to keep a roof over my head and food to eat and still not be able to enjoy my life. That's where the problem is. And that is where a lot of upper level people or upper class like people are complaining, because those of us who are poor, I mean, come on, I have nails, I have a relatively new nice phone, I sit in an office that looks like this, so obviously I must not be poor enough to need food stamps or other governmental benefits, which, technically, yeah, we make like $200 too much, but hello, still can't afford to survive and enjoy my life. Do you know what happens with my business and anything else I want and or need that might be fun? Either son number 3 pays for it, or son number 1, or son number 2 pays for it, or son number 1 pays for it. My nails, when I actually get to go to the nail salon, my munchkin pays for those. So it's just utterly forking ridiculous that for people to believe that if you are poor, you have to be wearing rags and look like shit and be miserable all the time. That is one that infuriates me. Sorry, I am on a rant and I apologize for that. I appreciate the fact that Andrea looks at this as being a job. I so appreciate it. That is true. Raven is in a different country, Finland, if I remember what he said correctly. He, right? Or are you a they? He, she, they, please. I'm not sure, and I try to be mindful. Thank you, John. We try. We try very hard to make sure that we try to keep the mods in line, and we try to make sure that the mods are good people. Okay. What's up, babe? Yeah. Yeah. So this man, he has dreamed about being the tech wizard that he now is, the technomancer. This is his current setup. He has the top monitor, which is where his hand is at the moment, and then he has 2 monitors down below it. He's got his typing keyboard. Man has like 3 different keyboards, 2 that are text keyboards. He's got a music keyboard there because he likes to play with music too. The mouse he uses is the fucking trippiest thing I have seen in a while, but I love it. See, there's the musical keyboard. And the drum kit hiding over where off camera at the moment. He has the coolest setup. I am so jealous. But the plan is, I wish I could show you guys a view of my setup similar to the way he can. I have 1 monitor, but behind it is the mirror off of a sideboard. So I've got some shelves here, some shelves here. Yes, it is very much like NASA mission control. But we are planning on moving the mirror and giving me at least 2, if not 3 monitors and rearranging my cameras. My only problem there is, where am I going to put all the pictures that I have behind my monitors? And I'm going to miss my shelves. Yep. I appreciate that, Mimi. And trust me, for you mods, once Die the Yoga Witch / Yoga with Dylan starts generating enough income to be able to survive, the moderators will be getting a small monthly not salary, but you guys will get something, because I could not do this without you guys, and I know so many of us are struggling. And knowing that some of you are like us and are on, income restricted, we will make sure that we give you enough to be worth it, but not enough to push you over. Thank you. I appreciate that, Raven. That is kind of cool, though. I have learned, especially with my children and their friends, do not assume. And because of the fact I also have friends who are they, thems. Yeah, we don't fuck with Finns. So I have learned, both with their friends and my own, not to assume. And then because of the fact I am a multiple, so therefore we are legion, I have decided to fuck with megas, and on most of my profiles I have she, her, they, them. Because, well, There's 30 of us in here. Oh my god, I'm sure it's not what I heard, but referring back to Bartok from the Anastasia animated movie in 1998, Bartok goes, I'll give her a ha and a hi-ya, and I heard that. Hi-ya. Oi, Andrea! We are horrible people. Please forgive us. That's horrible. I love it. We're horrible, horrible people. We are so going to hell for this. This is true. It's a good thing hell doesn't exist because we would all be on the speedway. Yeah, we're on the party bus to hell. Dude, that sounds like fun, though. Do you remember passing the party bus on the freeway? Oh, my God. So, yeah. That is so cool. So, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the fact that I absolutely love that movie. But, the main bad guy, Christopher Lloyd's character in the English version. Yeah, I can't say his name without developing a massive headache because one of my spirit guides, her father was the Tsar Nikolai's groundskeeper. Her playmates were Anastasia's older sisters. And I am fairly certain that that particular advisor fathered her child not by her choice, against her will. Oh, that would be the one. I just cannot say that word out loud. She will scream. It's not pleasant. Although apparently the song about him is highly amusing. What was I watching? Shit. I'm on the short bus. Girl, I ride the short bus every time I go into town. Excuse me. You know, going into the VA last week was rather unnerving. The driver was cool, all of that, but I happened to glance over and see that the check engine light was flashing the entire fucking trip. And I'm like, yeah, that's what my car did just before it decided to kick the bucket. So I'm like, oh, this is not pleasant. No. And that wasn't the only Christmas light on the dash either. I can't remember what the other one was, but it was slightly unnerving. Yes, no, maybe. It was kind of an older van, so I'm not sure if it had those. But yeah. Speaking of songs, how many of us are familiar with Rob Zombie's song Dragula? There is a reason I am asking. Yes. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with the song Dragula, you must go look it up after I tell you this story so you can understand why we were rolling. I had never heard it before, was familiar with its existence, but had not heard it. My ex-husband, who, mind you, reminder, is from Alabama, so has something of a southern drawl. He is a huge Rob Zombie fan. This is one of his favorite songs. We're at karaoke in the little Nordic town on the other side of the Sound, okay? Redneck, Nordic, Vikings, all of that shit. So we are at karaoke, and this short little dude with a southern drawl gets up, and his song of choice is Dragula. Heavy metal song. Really great song, being sung with the thickest southern drawl I have heard in ages. Dude, I am New One, celebrate my... And it's just, oh my God. Dragula. It just, oh. My poor ex How he managed to stay sitting up straight, I do not know, because the man was rolling with, like, he had tears rolling down his face listening to this. And I'm like, I actually really like the song. And he's like, you would. Now on the way home, you're going to listen to the actual recording of it so that it sounds so much better. Yeah, it did. I still love the song. Then I moved over here and started going to karaoke with the man behind the curtain. And the woman who ran the karaoke would sing Dragula. And dude, she was impressive. Miss that woman. Well, hello there. Both of you. Does my flip-flop make a good pillow, Fuzzy Butts? You'll come say hi? I know you do, asshole. I just called to read your meter. Uh-oh. Hi. Well, hello. What are you doing? Sweetheart, thank you. Stay back there. Yes. Come on. Yip, yip. Good boy. Somebody came to say hi. It is, isn't it? You good boy. Hi, baby. What's up, buddy? Yep, I had a feeling. What do you want? You're a goofy boy. Do you need to go out? Do you need to go outside? Yeah. Mom, I gotta pee. I want to go water the mailbox. Get your good pupper. Look at the baby. Hi, sweetheart. All right, can I bring your brother up to say hi? Whoops, careful. You'll come say hi, Fuzzy Butts? Nope. Yep, he says, Mom. I want to go out. Let me go pee. If you don't, I'm going to go pee in the kitchen. I caught the floof. Yep. Well, let's see. I got the Took Monster. Oh, no Sergeant today, though. Yay! You're going to have puppies or kittens? Floof! Yes. The stars of the show have arrived. Yep. Fuzzbut's laying over in the doorway, and you don't want to know what he's doing. Go! What kind of puppers? I love Lady Divi. Cute. Okay, die. We're good. He's just sitting in such a place that I cannot scoot back over. Water Tribe. Oh, that would be the Bloodbender. She was cool. Yep. All right, y'all. I would dearly love to keep chit-chatting, but we have hit our 2-hour mark, which is why this one is bugging me. He wants to go out. So I will bid you all a very, very, very fond farewell. So please, let's go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there is way too much hate and discontent out there. Please, let's be beacons of hope and light for those lost in the dark. And then make sure that you tell your loved ones, whether they walk on 2 legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide on scales, or tiptoe on tiny paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you. Moments slip away far faster than we ever expect, and those last goodbyes often come way, way, way too soon. And please, my witchlings, always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is genuine, even if you haven't figured it out yet. I was 45 before I did. I love you all to bits, my loves. Namaste, witchlings.